All right, ladies and gentlemen, Fab's in the house. And today I've got the Leatherman Surge here with me, and we're gonna check out the look, the sound, and the feel of this guy. But first of all, let's just do a quick size comparison with other boys from the same family. This is the Leatherman Wave Plus, right over here, as you can see. Pretty small boy. This is a little bit bigger. This is your Leatherman Free P4. So another interesting multi-tool, just latest generation from Leatherman. And also we have also from Free Series the T4 right over here. And let's just do also like a Spyderco PM3 just to give you an idea of how big this guy is, and also quite chubby as well. No, this is gonna stay. So let's check out the design, because this is a pretty interesting tool. It's I would say my favorite because of the robustness and the versatility this guy has. So it's all stainless steel. It's beautifully done. I mean, it has a two-tone, like you see, it's matte here on the inside and kind of like brushed satin finish on the outside. It's using 420 HC steel for the blades, and you know it's the classic steel that Leatherman is using since forever. These outer tools are going to be deployable with this thumb hole, which is not like chamfered in any way, so it's going to be a little bit sharp, you know, if during the deployment like this. You're gonna feel it a little bit in the tip of your thumb, but nothing too crazy. You know, the main blade, it's nicely done. I like this profile. You know, it has like a nice flat grind. It's chamfered on the top, on the spine over here. There's no sharpening choil, so just be careful when you're gonna sharpen this guy. But overall, it's you know, it's very reliable. It's the classic Leatherman blade everybody knows. The lock mechanism is like it's like a liner lock kind of thing. You know, there's like this bar which is bent up, and this pivot over here will also serve as a over travel stop, because you cannot overextend the lock upwards, and it's gonna, you know, stop right there. So that's a pretty neat thing. There's no lock stick, you know, whatsoever. So it's very, very nice, but it's not like the smoothest action of them all. It's nothing comparable with the P series, which is like just buttery smooth. So you have 4 tools on the outside, all right? Main blade with plain edge. Right next to that, you have this this holder, which can you can use different tools for like your jigsaw. The attachment is going to be the same. This one is just a diamond file, but you can install like wooden saw, like metal, like very fine saw. You're gonna have lots of options because of this attachment. So it's a very, very clever solution right over there. Next to that, you have a pretty cool and big serrated blade with this reverse tanto tip, you know, very useful to scrape things off. Also, you know, with this the same lock. And right next to that, you have the beefy this beefy set of scissors, like the beefiest probably of the Leatherman lineup. So very, very interesting. The pocket clip is an optional. It's beautifully designed, extremely deep carry, but you're gonna have to buy it separately. So on the outside, it's done. You know, you have these 2 locks which are gonna be used for the inner tools. All right. So when you open, you are welcomed by these pretty heavy duty set of pliers with a nice hardened steel wire cutter insert, which is replaceable. You just unscrew this one and this one, and boom, you're done. You have a new set of wire cutter. Right over here, you have a wire crimper. You see, it is going to be pretty nice. And on the inside, you have to jam your nail nick to lift the tools, all right? You can fan them out and pick the one you want, and they're gonna be locking in position right over here. So you have, like, for example, your small flathead screwdriver. You have a medium flathead, which can also serve as a like a pry bar because the stock is beefy and the tip is beveled, so very nice. And also right next to that, you're gonna have your owl, which is sharp on this side over here. So very, very nice. These tools are actually quite smooth to deploy, much smoother than the Wave. On the other side, you're gonna have your bit holder, which is replaceable. You can add many, designed by Leatherman. They're not like the classic hex bits. They're just a little bit flatter. But these bits are gonna be compatible with the hex driver you're gonna have. Because these two sides, are gonna be fitting the holder that you're gonna have probably. Right next to that, you have the wire stripper right over here, and just like a bottle or can opener with this sharp edge right over there. So these are the tools on the inside, and if you want to use these guys, for example, I don't know, you want to use this screwdriver, you can close the tool, all right, and you're gonna be using this one like in the closed position, so not having like too much chamfering going on the outside. It's gonna feel a little bit sharp. Using gloves is advised because you have lots of sharp corners around the handles, and so when you use the pliers, actually you're gonna be happy because look at this all around. The handles, the ends of the handles are pretty rounded off. So very, very nice. For example, like in the P4 free series, this is P4, you have the ends which are pretty jagged. You see, you have this guy, you have this point, this one here, and even in the closed position, you're gonna have this side which is sharp, and when you open the tools, you're gonna have this unchamfered areas. So just keep that in mind. But this is it doesn't have this issue because it's beautifully rounded off all around when you're gonna be using the pliers. So overall, this is a quite beefy and heavy tool. This is weighing in at 12.5 ounces. So not really a lightweight. Something that I'm not sure why, but this pocket clip has this movement here. So this is, I think, a design fault because in order to remove the clip, you just have to push this lock right over here and rotate it to the side, actually this side, and then you can just pull it out like this. All right. So if you install this one into the Wave, all right, like this, there's no play. So I don't know what is going on, but you're gonna be able to, remove it like this, the same. All right, but it's gonna be playing a little bit too much for my taste on the surge. You see, you're gonna have this play, which is gonna be scratching over here. I mean, it's gonna be safely anchored to your pocket, but this is something to consider. So overall, this is a pretty sturdy and heavy-duty tool. It's not gonna leave you disappointed because it's capable of some pretty hardcore tasks despite the size, because overall, I mean, this is quite a compact tool which is hiding like over 20 different tools. So I really like this one. It has been incredibly helpful, especially around the house if you need to do like small jobs. It's just a pretty nice companion. So there you have it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching and stay tuned.